Gentlemen, utilizing my staggering intellect, I have created for you the very instrument of our victory! With this, we will win back our freedom from those irksome internet idiots. What I have invented is the pinnacle of techno-warfare, the apex of digital defense, the tippy-top of weapons that make heads go pop. I give you the Dunderbuss. The Dunderbuss? Like the ancient ball and powder rifle blunderbuss, but incorporating my name because I'm the one that invented it, you slack-jawed religious simpleton!
I don't care what it's called. What does it do?
Hurrah! My favorite question. It fires a directed electromagnetic pulse as well as a pulsing multi-channel Wi-Fi signal, which contains a lethal computer virus so virulent that when it is fired at an arbiter, it causes an almost instantaneous de-resolution event. This was achieved by...
Does it make them go boom?
Well, yes.
It makes them go boom, Jason. Awesome. Good work, Dunderhead. How many can you make?
Oh, I would say about 1 billion or so.
1 billion.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant chicken tits. I can make chicken tits.
Did we order chicken tits?
Terribly sorry, gentlemen, but I have been working on the Dunderbuss non-stop for a solid week.
Have you eaten or slept?
No, not at all, actually. Too busy being a genius.
Well, you need to take a break and get something to eat.
No time! I must now figure out a way to transport us to the Arbiter's base somehow. I think I will use the refrigerator. Yes. Regardless, science has nourished me as I toiled to produce the Dunderbuss, and I am sure it will sustain me as I create a trans-dimensional internet portal. Suddenly, the ground looks quite comfortable. Hey guys, I found... Is Professor Dunderhead all right?
He's in a science coma.
Oh, well, I found her.
Found who? You did? Where was she?
She's up in a field near Groper's Peak Scenic Overlook.
Ah, Groper's Point. That really takes me back to late nights with Raoul in the car, loose fumblings with belt buckles and... Groper's Point.
And she's okay?
Who's okay?
That really depends on your definition of okay. She's just sitting there, staring off into space. She seems to be healthy, well-fed, somehow, but she's not responding to anybody. Apparently, the Lepus Rebellion is looking out for her. They said she's been up there since the day AJ died.
Oh. Well, what should we do? Does she need a doctor or anything? A head doctor, more likely. You know, the kind for crazy people with crazy brains.
She had this letter pinned to her shirt. It's addressed to us.
That letter says, to the 3 morons.
Like I said, it was addressed to us.
Well, what's it say? Does she mention me? Just shut up and let me read the letter. Dear guys, Since the loss of my soul partner AJ, I've been resisting the urge to revert back to my old violent meth-dealing self. The urge is strong and seductive, but with Gaia's help, resist it I will. I also sense that the vibranic heart frequency in town has changed, and that eventually there will be conflict between the forces of evil and the forces of... you guys. I abhor violence of any kind, mainly because of the amount I inflicted upon people before my New Age awakening. So I object to war in all of its forms, and to preserve my continued passiveness, I have entered a deep trans-meditative state. For I know that if I awaken, I will emerge as the violent engine of destruction that I was back in prison. While in this state, I will search for the meta-universe, to a non-violent solution to the Arbiters. So do not rouse me from this state, or I'll fucking kill you. Good luck in the upcoming violent struggle. Autumnal Equinox.
P.S. Please feed my cats.
What?
She's not going to fight for us. She doesn't believe in war, and she's afraid that if she fought, she would revert back to a time when she was,
More interesting?
Homicidal.
So I guess we can cross her off the list.
Should we? This is war, Gary. I understand that she's a pacifist, but we all need to pitch in if we're gonna win.
She don't want us, so she's out.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that all I have to do is say that I'm a pacifist and don't believe in fighting or violence or stuff, and I don't have to fight?
Yeah.
We aren't an army or the government. This is all volunteer, and if Autumnal doesn't want to violate her principles regardless of her motivation, she doesn't have to.
Oh, I get it. So while we fight and die to free Opinion-Ville, she does nothing, and then when it's all over, she gets to benefit from our sacrifice. That sounds fair.
Well, she did say she was gonna search the meta-universe for a solution to the Arbiters. That's something, at least.
Yeah, that's something. Stupid, crazy something. There are times when being all nonviolent are fine, like during peacetime. When there's peace, being all pacifist hippy-dippy is fine. But this is war, and that means it's time to take that dove of peace and eat it. Wait, was that what I meant? I kinda got lost in my own metaphor-making thing.
We can't make her fight, Fundie.
Why not? The government does.
Not anymore. There hasn't been a draft in this country for decades.
You gotta register for the draft, which basically means that the government can reinstate the draft at any time and make you fight whether you like it or not.
Yeah, well, we're not the government, and this is still a free society, and if she doesn't want to fight, we aren't gonna make her fight.
But it's okay if the government does it.
No, but... Hey, wait a minute. Why is it okay for the government to force its citizens to fight in a war?
Citizens who disagree don't have to fight.
Yeah, but if you don't, then you go to jail.
And you're labeled a coward and a traitor. The way things are supposed to be. I say we go over to Autumnal and tell her that it's our way or the highway.
Despite her moral compunctions towards pacifism?
We are talking big picture here, people. What would happen if everybody in town takes the bok chicken route and says that they're not gonna fight because it's against their personal beliefs? We can't have a non-joiner flouting our cause. She needs to get in on the war train like the rest of it. If she don't like it, then it's her right to complain, but she's still gotta fight anyway.
Nobody's going to bother her. I'd rather fight next to somebody that I knew had volunteered like I did than someone who felt forced to take part out of fear of jail or whatever.
Me too. I may not agree with her, but I'm not gonna force anyone to fight if they disagree for moral, political, or religious reasons.
Wait, religious reasons? You can cite religious reasons not to fight? Like who religious? Like Buddhists? Oh, I bet Hare Krishnas or something, right?
No, there are plenty of Christians who don't believe in violence.
Name one.
Martin Luther King.
Actually, considering how you've tried to worm your way out of everything we do in the underground, I'm surprised you haven't objected on helping us based on your religious convictions against war yet.
Yeah, I know, I'm definitely off my game. Is it too late to do it now?
Yup.
But I am totally so against fighting and dying for religious reasons and stuff.
Weren't you all about forcing people to fight despite their beliefs not more than 2 minutes ago?
Well, yeah, when I didn't think I had a choice. I have reevaluated my morals and considered the teaching of J-Man, and I'm pretty sure that my religion is totally against war.
That religion based on that Bible thing.
That tome of peace, you mean?
That tome of peace that not only condones war, but praises those who slaughter people in battle in the name of God?
Oh, yeah. Can I change the subject?
Please.
Gary looks weird.
What? Do I have something on my shirt?
Hello, my freaky freedom fighters. Today is Friday, March 6, 2015, and it's Day of the Dude. Oreo Cookie Day, Sofia Kovalevskaya Math Day, Employee Appreciation Day, Middle Name Pride Day, National Day of Unplugging, World Prayer Day, and Dress in Blue Day. Famous dead jerks who are eating birthday cake today, yeah? Actor/comedian Lou Costello. Painter/sculptor/architect/poet/engineer Michelangelo. Sidekick/sidekick Ed McMahon. Author/Nobel laureate Gabriel Garcia Marquez. And poet/whatever Elizabeth Barrett Browning. And now on to your questions. First up, Feminist MRA asks, intimate question for the voice in Oswald's head. Hi, what's up?
My patience!
With what voice inside my head?
What have you got?
Forever Comes Crashing asks, intimate question for Oswald. Do you have a girlfriend? Or a boyfriend? Or a non-binary partner of sorts? You're the cutest! Everybody knows that my girlfriend is Memory Heart. Everybody knows that. Except Memory Heart, apparently. Someone tell Memory Heart that I'm her boyfriend. I need to know where to send all these candies and flowers because they're really backing up in my house. I got like a whole room full of like dead gifts that I can't give Memory no more. Fur coats, diamond-like rings, fan art, poetry, all just going to waste. The World I Know asks, intimate question for the frame. Hydrox? Really? Were you trying to be a dick, or are you someone's senile grandmother who only shops at Big Lots?
We gotta wait for the contract we signed with Hydrox to expire before we can switch to a different kind of sandwich cookie that we can magically conjure.
Stephen M. asks, intimate question for Imaginary Gary. Do you think there will be porn of the Arbiters?
Will be? There was porn of the Arbiters mere minutes after they became public. It's not my best work, but it's not bad considering that it's being made in an occupied zone.
Carol Koenig asks, intimate question for AJ. You're not really dead, are you? You had a cunning escape plan and are now working in the dark to play the cavalry and save the day when things are really nasty, right? Right? Okay, that's it. Remember, if you have questions you want to post to our Underground Rebellion, put it down below in the comments section. Until next time, my charming chicharrones, this has been Vermont. You got a problem with that? What, still too aggressive? There's no pleasing you. Hey everybody, it's me, Oswald, and I'm gonna shout your name out. Well, not your name. Well, maybe your name, but maybe not. I mean, if your name is on this list, then yeah, but if it isn't, then no. But maybe I shouted out your name in the past or something. My head hurts now. Help me shout out your name, unless it's not your name, is my magic friend, Name Frame. Help me, Name Frame.
You could always just say, I'm gonna shout out some new subscribers' names.
Yuck. That has no flow and lacks my simple yet honest charm.
Then you could just say, here's some shout outs.
Okay, that's too simple and honest. You might as well have me say, duh, I'm a big dumb blue monster guy who says people's names. Duh. I added an extra duh to make me sound more dumber.
Let me think about it while I do the shout outs.
Okie dokie.
Blazing Meteor 9!
Blazing Meteors. Every time I go to Chili's, I get their Blazing Meteor combo, which is a trough of blazing meteors with a bucket of ranch dipping sauce.
Those are chicken wings.
No, they aren't, because they're meteor than chicken wings. Get it? Name frame?
Arbiter Wolf!
Look, Wolfie McWolfenstein, we're having a bunch of problems of non-wolf arbiter kind of problems around here. You might want to change your name. I'm sure you're nice and stuff, but it's kind of like being a smurf named Gargamel.
Crush!
Wait, you can do that? Your name can be a sound effect? Then I want to be Bam! No. I want to be Kersplash. No. I want to be Scratch, Scratch, Crackle, 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 Floon, Burn, Fire Trucks. Ah, the convenience store is on fire.
Locutus Borg.
Why, you're a precious little Locutus pie, that's what you are.
Mr. Saintmon.
Why, hello, Mr. Saintmon. I am Mr. Fuzzy Britches, and this is my associate, Mr. Frame. Isn't it a lovely day for grown-up talking? Okay, done. Well, name Frame, as you come up with more better, less brain-hurting way to start the segment.
How about hi? I'm Oswald, and this is my friend Name Frame, and we're gonna shout out some of you wonderful people.
Boring. Come on, Namey, do more better.
How about hi, I'm Oswald, and I am an over-demanding jerk who is always forcing his friend Name Frame into fixing problems that aren't really problems at all, and then making him feel bad when what he suggests doesn't measure up to my insane standards.
Too wordy.
Oh, Trudeau here with even more suggestions for what you could have done instead of watching YouTube. Wolfwing says, what could I have been doing? I could have been trying to get the puzzle box back to normal and putting the Cinnabites back into their dimension. But too late. I'm kind of tied up now. So if you see a lot of chains with hooks dangling from nothing, it's perfectly normal. Well, great, but that Cenobite crap is all on you, Wolfwing. You should have known better than to fuck with that puzzle box. But I heard there's a way out of that. If there's a mirror handy, just look into the mirror and say Candyman 5 times. And Candyman will show up and help you escape the Cenobites. Or kill you. I can't remember which it was. Either way, it's got to be better than the chains and fish hooks, right? Microbloganism says, instead of watching the show, I could have killed a badger. Not that I have anything against badgers, it's just that it would make for a really good story. Not necessarily, Micro. What if you killed the badger with a baby? You know, bludgeon the badger to death with a baby? Sure, you might think it would make for a good story, but not very many other people. Well, I mean, normal people. Horned Anonymous says, instead of wasting your time developing weapons and broadcasting outros, you could go to the crater where AJ's bunker was and find the notes that locked in a near indestructible black box that AJ took on the critical weaknesses that the Arbiters have, and then use that info to defeat them. The combination for the lock is 1864. Look, Horned, I don't think you understand the concept for the outro segment. You are supposed to give me a suggestion for what you could have done instead of watching YouTube, not what I could have done instead of fighting the Arbiters. Don't get me wrong, it's a great suggestion. I bet AJ had some information that could be useful. Although I wonder how you know so much about him, Oh, I'm sorry, I was thinking about Dragon Age.